As we take a look at some of our Alaska headlines for Thursday, August 31st, 2017, we see that the EPA and the Fairbanks North Shore Borough are working together on a plan to address the serious air quality issues. And, of course, the main focus on that plan has to do with wood stoves. Only one of literally dozens of contributors to the particulate problem. Keep in mind that the coal plants are not being considered. These are coal-fired power plants, not even considered with pollution reduction because they've got an exemption from the EPA. Senator Murkowski and key Republicans are saying that a new bill on health care is going to be bipartisan and will target the costs of health care. In Fairbanks, an intoxicated soldier has been arrested. He apparently ordered one of his subordinates to drive him to a bar. When that subordinate refused, the sergeant pulled out a gun and threatened him, waved the gun around. So took him to the bar and got a different ride home and then reported the incident. Now that soldier has been arrested. Anchorage is proposing updates to their local food safety laws that would require bartenders to wear gloves when garnishing drinks. And there's some other changes coming as well to the food safety laws in Anchorage, most of them, of course, designed to prevent possible foodborne illnesses. Governor Walker has offered the state of Texas assistance from the state of Alaska for Hurricane Harvey. Part of it is sending down troops, and part of it is sending down money. The feds have charged 3 people with carrying out illegal big game hunts in the Wrangell-St. Elias National Park. Most of it has to do with basically pretending that the hunts were legal when they weren't. It all has to do with how many guides and who was out of state and who wasn't. They fudged the paperwork, and now they're facing $250,000 fines and several years in prison each. The tribal police chief in Ketchikan is facing federal charges related to child pornography. They're saying that he never should have been hired as a police officer there in the first place. It's because of all the other places that he's been a police officer where he's been fired or not kept on the job. For instance, when he was in Phoenix, he basically, as a police officer, said some things against one of his female compadres that was not appropriate and was let go. And then he was hired another place as a police officer and did not mention the Phoenix issue. And then he was investigated for excessive use of force and was let go. And then he was in another place where he was not retained after the trial period because he had not disclosed the other reasons for being let go. And now here he is in Ketchikan as the police chief, and he's got child pornography on his computer, going to jail for some time. A lot of other stories that we don't have time for. If you want to learn, for instance, why so many Alaskans are switching from prescription opioids to heroin, or if you want to hear about the Confederate flag sales at the Alaska State Fair, or about the 50-year rain record that is about to be broken in Ketchikan. You want to learn more about those? Become a subscriber and get the 30 to 40-minute audio news, which is sent directly to your inbox by going to radiofreespeech.com.